I think this is our 5th time we've done this. So I always just want to start with a big thank you to all of you. I mean, look how full this room is. I think this is one of our better attendances. So I really appreciate you all being here. Special thanks to Linda for sitting in the front row all by yourself.
Big prize, that's why.
Big prize. Who wants the big prize? All right. Well, you know, the point of these meetings is for a few things. First of all, we want to review our previous quarter. One of the things you all told us in our annual employee survey is you want to know more about what's going on in the club. You want to know about our financials, you want to know about our member experience scores, our employee experience scores, and overall how the club is doing. This is one of the best ways we can do that. The second thing is every quarter we want to review our vision, our values, and really our belief system here at Blackhawk Country Club. What do we stand for, what are our goals, and what are our priorities? And then finally, and most importantly, we want to recognize all of you for all the incredible work you do, because the results we get each and every quarter is not a result of our beautiful facilities, our golf courses, our fitness centers, our racket sports, our aquatics facility, or anything you all do. It's because of the people that make those memories and make those experiences for our members. So before we get started, we always want to say thank you to a few people. First of all, can we give a round of applause to the banquet team for breakfast this morning? Everyone's favorite part. We all love it. A big thank you to Ela and Rosalind, our HR team, who makes all this happen with the prizes, the gift cards, the envelopes. And then I always forget to thank Juan Sandoval because he translates this into Spanish for us. Juan, wherever you are, I saw you here somewhere. Thank you very much. Thank you, Juan. I only gave him about a day and a half to do it this quarter, so thanks for getting it done, sir. All right, so let's go ahead and let's jump in to what was new in quarter one. So we completed our annual member survey in quarter one. You haven't seen those results yet. I'll show you those results on the next slide. But overall, the results of how we did for our member experience were much better than they were the year before. We completed our new annual performance review process. So I hope some of you experienced that. We had a much more structured way to give you all feedback than we have had in the past. We hired an external marketing agency called Bubble & Hatch. One of the things we're trying to do here at the club is do a better job of telling our story and correctly defining why you should be a member of Blackhawk Country Club. And we hired a marketing agency to help us do that. We won an award for the top 50 private club practice facility. So in all the private clubs across the country, we were given an award of top 50. We hired an external hydraulics company to study the Falls number 11 ponds. So hopefully within the next year or two, on the falls where that waterfall used to be running, we'll have that back up and running. We started our employee roundtables. Raise your hand if you've been to an employee roundtable so far. All right, I know there's more of you that have done it than that, but we're going to do 10 this year. So 10 roundtables over the next 10 months as a way to meet with all of you and get your feedback on how we can be better an employer of choice. We hosted our employee appreciation party. Did anyone come to that? Yeah, that was really fun, right? Big thank you to the members for making that so special. We hired Club Benchmarking to conduct an on-site asset study. So what does that mean? So what they did is they came in and they inventoried everything on our property. They're going to tell us basically when it needs to be replaced and when the expected cost is of that replacement when we're ready to do that. We launched an anniversary pin program. Does anyone have an anniversary pin on their name tags? Yeah? If you haven't seen them, make sure you check them out. It's a really cool way for members to recognize how long you've been with the club. Okay, we had some facility improvements. I'm going to go through these. Our pickleball viewing area project. We resurfaced our Falls parking lot, installed new lighting in the Lakeside parking lot, improved our tee boxes, cart paths, and bunkers, pool deck plastic, and a new diving board, and much more. But our ongoing commitment to continue to invest in our facilities. And then finally, we had a few new managers. Leslie, you met at the last one. She joined us in January. Dawn wanted to give a speech, right? Where'd Dawn go? No? Welcome, Dawn. And then Sylvia, can you wave to everybody? Our new controller just started on Monday.
Yes.
So welcome, Sylvia. Really happy to have all of you. I mentioned our member survey results. So if you can all look at this, this is really important. This is one of the ways we measure is our member experience better than it was? Sometimes we feel like it's better, but we're not really sure. So we have objective data that tells us if we're better. So the orange numbers are Blackhawk Country Club in 2024. The black numbers are Blackhawk Country Club in 2023. So if you can't see it, I want to walk you through it. Every score across the entire board was up year over year. So the course, overall our golf course conditions was up. The atmosphere in the club was up. The clubhouse was up 12 points. Why do you think that was? The refresh. You got it. So measurably, the members told us they like it. Food and beverage was up 5 points. Snack bars was up. Practice facilities is up. Retail operations, lessons was our highest one. So for all the private instructors throughout the different departments, you still have our highest score. Management and service was up. Prices and products was up, but it's still our lowest score. So when we talk about what do we want to do for this year, this will still be a focus. Members want more value in their membership. Juniors, look how much juniors was up. Specifically, I think the golf department and the racket sports department doing a lot more to engage our junior members. Tennis is up, pickleball, fitness, wellness, and the pool. So just a really, really good job. Give yourselves a round of applause. Across the board, we're getting a better member experience for the winner. Okay, you want to learn about our financials. So we always talk about our goals. So what are our goals from a financial? The first one is we want to break even budget. So this is something that we always talk about. This club doesn't make any money. Our goal is to have the amount of revenue we collect from our members cover the experience we want to provide for our members. And then at the end of the day, from an operating budget, it really breaks even. And then we have our capital dollars that we get from initiation fees and capital dues that go into investing in the facilities. So break-even budget, we want to deliver financial predictability. So what that means is we don't want to be a club that's just saving money, and we don't want to be a club that's just getting a lot of money. We want it to be on plan with what we expect, so there's no surprises. So if our intention is to deliver this experience at this cost, we don't want those to get out of whack, and that's what we try to do every day. Always we want no operating assessment, so if we have our break-even budget, we don't have to go to the members and say, we overspent, we need to charge you more money. You can probably imagine they don't like that. We want net positive full golf member equivalent growth. So we've had a couple years in a row where our memberships are declining. We have one golf member leave the neighborhood and maybe one sports complex member move in. But it takes 3 sports complex members to equal 1 full golf member. So you can see that equation doesn't work well. We need more full golf member equivalents, which means we still want the sports complex members, we still want the social members, we still want the tennis members, but if we're going to rely so much more on them, we need even more to make up for the lack of golf members. And then finally, this is a big priority for us this year. We want to increase our capital investing and reserves. We have some big projects we want to accomplish. I mentioned our reserve study, which is going to tell us how much money we should start investing each year. And we want to be much more intentional so we can do it when it needs it and not let it defer and build up. Those were our goals. So how are we doing? Through Q1, we're $192,000 ahead of our revenue budget. So off to a really, really good start. Obviously, we probably had nicer weather than we typically have. January, February, March, we had a lot of sunny days, and that really helped. But there's also a lot of really good work going on across the departments that are achieving their revenue budgets. Food and beverage, golf, racket sports, and aquatics. All of you, great job. You're over your revenue budgets through Q1. Cost of sales is slightly unfavorable to budget as a whole. So even though we're doing more revenue, our margins are shrinking. So something we want to keep an eye on. Overall, from club-wide operating expenses, we're 8% favorable to budget. And then our NIO, which is our net income from operations, overall, how much are we keeping? That's ahead of plan going into Q2 as well. We have a comfortable margin, so we don't have to play catch up and dig ourselves out of a hole. So this is our financial update through Q1. About 25% of the year is through. Now we get into some of the bigger months where our budgets double with all of our tournament seasons, our swim team, and all summer camps and all the things that go on. But overall, off to a really good start through 3 months. So what we like to do, we talk about our financials, but ultimately that's not why we're here. As part of a 501c7, we exist for the enjoyment of the members, and we have something that we call magic moments, which is when we go above and beyond and get something right. So I'd like to invite the director team to come up, read some of our favorite magic moments from the quarter, and really recognize all the great experiences you all are providing. So come on up. And as they go through this, just listen. These are the things that you're all creating, that people felt the need and wanted to let us know how amazing you're all doing to take care of them. So I think the first one is for Mark.
Uh-oh. All right, good morning, everyone. Thanks again for being here. So this is a great magic moment. So let me read this. We secured the round table in the corner for our daughter's significant birthday celebration on March 15th. And through a survey from the club that they followed up, not sure if our response came through, resending it now. So this came via email. We found that the entire evening was very well supported, from our initial discussions with Linda, to menu planning with Miguel, to serving extensive from Chad. Everywhere, detail was well attended. Blackhawk is fortunate to have these devoted and talented crew members that make events noteworthy and memorable. We enjoyed our evening so much and felt that all involved, from Emma at the front desk to Beto, deserved our thanks and appreciation. Linda's involvement ensures high standards are met, and Chad has timing down to an art. Miguel's cuisine was mouth-watering and delicious. Thank you so much for creating such a comfortable experience. And this is from Suzanne, one of our members. So that just goes to show you that teamwork makes the dream work, and our members are really, really seeing that. Thank you for everybody on that one.
Hello, everyone. I think the timing of this one is perfect because I don't know if you all know, but you can't actually play tennis when the courts are wet. So a day like today is not great. So this was an email that was sent from a member who wanted to thank the team for getting the courts dry for a match. This is from Gina Patridge. Hi all, I just want to take a moment to sincerely thank Juan and Stevie for arriving early today and putting in all their hard work to prepare the wet tennis courts for our East Bay C-Team match. Their attention to detail and dedication to ensuring the courts were in perfect condition did not go unnoticed, and it made a world of difference for the players. Both our team and the Round Hill players were incredibly appreciative, and it was a fantastic representation of our club. Their commitment to making sure the courts were ready and maintained is truly appreciated, and it's because of their dedication that the game was able to go smoothly and be so enjoyable. Thank you again for your great work. So to dry a court, it takes squeegees, rollers, fans, blowers, bafters, the sun, the wind, and all of these people here. It is extremely difficult. So if anyone ever wants to get a good workout, we'd love to have you down to Villas or at the sports complex, and we'll teach you how to squeegee. Juan is the master. He knows how the water flows, and he can get those courts done twice as fast as we can, but we do our best. So thank you to the team. This was kind of, even though we had a lot of dry days, the wet days were a lot of work. So thank you.
Hello. This one is storytelling by me. We did a magic moment for a member, Leslie Anderson, who is a huge proponent of the fitness program. She comes to all of our classes. She's super positive, but she's also uplifting the members around her. So we wanted to kind of show her some recognition and make her feel special. And I actually want to give props to Bryn McGowan, who was at the desk. She was present and she was listening to this member shop in our little retail shop. And the member Leslie, she's looking up, this outfit and like not letting herself buy it. This goes weeks and weeks and weeks, and she's just like, oh, should I get it? Should I not? And then Bryn comes to me and she's like, Shelby, we should make a magic moment for Leslie and let's buy her that outfit. And we did. And then Amber helped me find out what size, and we're all like getting the intel and making sure this magic moment actually lands. So we bring her into the office and she thinks she's in trouble. And we're like, hey Leslie, we have something for you. She's like, oh cop wet? And we, you know, give her the outfit, and now she's worn it, 6 times since we gave it to her. So it was just really special that we had the team in on this magic moment, and that the club supports gestures like this and encourages us to help members feel special and organized.
Oh, this is for Thomas. Great.
All right, good morning, everybody. Just go through this. The scene, rainy Saturday midday at the Lakeside Bistro. Large crowd of dining guests in groups of 2 to 6. The action, Linda working her usual magic with pacing the kitchen, working the floor, and directing the staff. Isabel providing excellent service and communication while still covering all of her tables. Kevin effortlessly slinging drinks behind the bar. Manny, right on mark with the running beverages, pastry baskets, and food. Warm welcomes by Fausto, Elith, even while hurrying to cover their other tables. It was like watching a ballet in action with no pictures or piles?
Pirouettes.
Pirouettes, it's kind of probably tough to do a pirouette while carrying a food tray. It would be fun to watch through. Maybe I'll try this one day. Great job to all. Craig and Marlene Johnson. Obviously, Craig and Marlene are quite often, and Craig doesn't miss anything as far as I have ever seen. But great job, everybody, and this is a great magic moment for food and beverage, and I appreciate it. Thank you, Linda. And everyone else.
All right, I'll take a golf one since we don't have Brian or Thomas with us today. This one's for Gideon. Gideon went out of his way to help me test new drivers. I inquired about a demo driver, and after checking, he said it wasn't available, but suggested I come back the next day for the Titleist demo. I didn't have an appointment, but Gideon met me at the range and worked with the Titleist rep to set me up with a demo driver. He then stuck around for about 30 minutes to give me some advice, input on it, and adjust the club head and setting to optimize it for my swing. He also arranged the rep to provide a demo version that matched my specs so I could try it out on the course. Outstanding service by Gideon that went above and beyond expectations. That's what Magic Moments are all about.
All right, good morning. This one's great. Ishan is a young man, I believe he just graduated high school, and is a Paralympian. Strong as an ox, has some cognitive disabilities, and he's a great runner. Probably runs 200 or 300 miles probably a week. And through that, of course, he sustains injuries. And when he does get injuries, he has to still train, but comes to the pool to do so and runs in the water. This is a note from his dad. Ishan did learn swimming at the ECC pool and often uses the cross-train and train when injured, so it's special for him. The U.S. Paralympic Committee has been kind. The only other time they awarded this recognition is to Mikey Bringham, who went to the gold at Rio Paralympics and bronze last year in Paris after leading for the first 1,000 meters. He's 28 now. He's one of rare individuals with a sub-4-mile record of 3 minutes and 57 seconds. So tough spikes for Ishan to fill. Best Patty. Again, this is a young man that's kind of going to strive for those same accomplishments, and we'd love to see him around the pool. Thank you.
All right, I'll give one for myself now because it really talks about the whole club and the environment we're doing. This is from
Read that one. Yeah. No, you go.
All right, this is from Shelby Short. Hi, Will. I just want to take a moment to say thank you. Over the past couple months, I've noticed an especially positive energy among the staff throughout the entire club. I've always been treated with kindness and professionalism, whether through my involvement with Blackhawk Women, bocce, the gym, golf, or dining. The staff has consistently been wonderful, but lately, there seems to be something extra. An overall sense of happiness is truly noticeable. Not only is there warmth and enthusiasm felt in member interactions, but I've also observed how they engage with one another, with laughter and camaraderie that makes the club feel even more special. It's uplifting to see people genuinely enjoying their work. Whatever you're all doing, it's making a difference and it's being noticed. Even the main gate staff, although outside of your leadership, have been especially friendly, reinforcing the positive culture across the club. Thank you for fostering such a welcoming and joyful environment. It truly enhances the experience for all of us. So just a really good one to finish on that talks about each one of you has an opportunity to have a touch point with these members. And you have an opportunity to make it right or get it wrong. And when we get it right and we go above and beyond, members feel the need to tell us how we made them feel, how we went above and beyond, and why they love this club so much. So just a big thank you to all of you for creating so many magic moments for our members. We'll continue to share them, and I hope you'll continue to make them so special. So thank you. Okay, let's do a raffle. Good idea. Pull out those raffle tickets.
All right, get your raffle tickets. We are raffling off a Cuisinart Smart Stick Variable Speed Hand Blender. Woo! You can make smoothies, you can make soups, you can make anything that needs stirring and blending. And the grand prize winner is 607925. 925. All right.
Congratulations. Okay, we added a new slide this time, and this is our quarterly words of wisdom. So what I want to do is just share something for us to think about each quarter. We always talk about recognition, we always talk about our financial update, our magic moments. Those are all core of what we do. But hopefully we can talk about something each quarter that allows us to improve a little bit as we go every few months. So here's a quote I love. And the quote is, your organization is perfectly aligned to get the results you're currently getting. So the reason I like that so much is because Blackhawk has a certain culture. We have a culture with our members, we have a culture with our staff, we have a certain revenue we do every year, we have a certain number of expenses we do, we have an investment into our facility, we have an experience, we have a brand that's out in our community, and every single thing we've done over the last 40 years is perfectly aligned to get us those results. And I think the key takeaway is, if we want the results to change, then we have to disrupt that alignment. We have to do something different, and ultimately we have to take action. So what I encourage you to do for this quarter's words of wisdom is to think about the 10 things that require no talent. And you'll notice that some of these are part of our 6 B's. And what my challenge to everyone in this room is trying to get 5% better at these 10 things that require no talent. And if we can do that, we'll create different alignment to ultimately achieve better results. So get 5% better at being on time, 5% better at your work ethic, 5% better on the amount of effort you bring every single day. You're 5% better on your body language, your energy, your attitude. Passion is contagious, how much passion you bring, how coachable you are. If you can do that little bit extra, that's what gives our members these stories to tell for our magic moments. And then a little bit more prepared. And if we can get 5% better on those require no talent. It's just an investment and an awareness that I know that when we're back together in 90 days, we'll have a little bit different results to share. So that's my challenge to you, and it's a perfect opportunity to get back into our vision and our values that we talked about. So if you have your Hawks Code cards, you could have grabbed them when you came in, feel free to follow along. But every quarter we want to review our vision. What is our North Star that keeps us focused on where we're going? And that is that Blackhawk Country Club will be the premier full-service club in the East Bay, where members gather as a community and create lifelong connections through exceptional experiences in an incomparably beautiful setting. So no matter what department you're in, this is our goal. This is what we're all trying to achieve and bring to life every single day. We have 4 priorities that we're always focused on to bring that to life. Number 1, we want to deliver a safe, supportive, and fulfilling employee experience. So we want to be the employer of choice. We want you to go home each and every day and think that you made the right decision to be an employee of Blackhawk Country Club. Number 2, we want to deliver a consistent, engaging, and hospitable member experience. We want to operate our finances at a break even, and we want to maintain our amenities. All these need to be in balance. If we do 3 of the 4, we're not quite where we want to be. So we want to make sure we're focused on all 4 each and every day. And here's how we're doing on those. For our employee engagement score, I mentioned this last quarter, it was a 4. On a scale from -100 to 100, we're at a 4. We want to do better. That's below the industry benchmark by a tad, but we obviously want to have a better employee experience than the average benchmark. Our member net promoter score is a 33. Also, just slightly behind the national benchmark. And our goal at Blackhawk is to be better than the benchmark. Our current membership count, 1562. You'll notice it's slightly going down each month. So we want to make sure we get this back up. And then our Q1 financial performance, as I mentioned, we're ahead of our net income from operations plan through Q1. So we're in a good spot there. And our values, our Hawks Code. And this is what you hopefully all have. This is what we talk about when we award our employees of the quarter, our managers of the quarter. Who best represents our values? What are most important to us? These are the things that our team thought, if we can execute these every single day, it gives us the best chance to bring our vision to life. And we use that to award some awards each quarter. So the first one we award is our employees of the quarter. And here's some of the things we look at. Number one, who's a teammate who represents our 6 Ps and our Hawks Code culture? Who's a teammate who delivers consistent and exceptional results? Someone who we can always count on to be a great teammate, to be reliable and be there when we need them. And then finally, who makes a big impact on all 4 of those goals that I just mentioned? So we have 2. And what we do is our leadership team seeks input from everyone in the room. We come together and we try to think from the last quarter, who represents our Hawks Code, who talks about some of the results we talked about, and we decided on 2. It's never easy, because obviously if you look around, we have a lot of incredible people in this room. But the first one we want to recognize this quarter is Katie. So come on up, Katie. And Leslie's going to talk a little bit about why we thought you were such a perfect choice.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be talking about Katie today. So, and I think she really embodies a lot of the Hawks Code. So I've taken some notes here, so I'm going to read from them. Katie enthusiastically assists both members and internal colleagues alike in a helpful manner while building warm connections throughout the club. She goes above and beyond in proactively solving problems and anticipating solutions. In the controller's absence, she figured out how to provide reports and dashboard, and she took it upon herself to make sure well in advance that accounting was going to staff the wine fairs. She demonstrates outstanding professionalism by tactfully handling all members' inquiries, even when a member behaves inappropriately. She stays cool, professional, and helpful. Katie is always looking for ways to learn and grow, including taking classes in Excel, building complex Excel spreadsheets for me, and taking on new account reconciliations. So I am just so very glad to have Katie as part of the Blackhawk community. Thank you.
Congratulations, Katie. Okay, like I said, we get 2. So this is actually a first. Because our second one is actually not here today, unfortunately. But Rosa Colores is someone who's come up a number of times when we talk about this award. And I'm going to ask Ricky to come up and talk about why our leadership team all thought that she was well deserving of this award.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. How are you? Buenos dias. I just want to say that Rosa Colores is a very a reliable employee, very excellent employee, very hard worker. She works Happiness, Lakeside, Falls, snack bars. She's always here in time. She does a great job for the employees, for the members, and she's very happy to be here. And I just want to say thank you very much to her, and we are very happy to have her here. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Ricky. And congratulations to Rosa. When you see her, please help recognize her, because we really want to make it special for her. She does a lot behind the scenes that we probably all take for granted and don't say thank you enough, like all of you in this room. And then the next award we have a manager reporter. And this is, first of all, this is the one that gets this beast of a trophy. Don't hurt yourself. But this is similar, right? We're trying to find our leaders who get more out of people. They represent our Hawks Code culture. They talk about our vision They're ambassadors for change. They help advance our strategic priorities. They influence others who consistently gets results through their teams. And this is one where another name has come up multiple times. This individual has been on fire, really, for a while. But we're really excited to recognize Chef Miguel as our manager of the quarter for Q1. Congratulations, Chef. Thomas is going to share a little bit why you were selected, Miguel.
Good morning, everybody. Good job. So since I've known Miguel, which is about 7.5 months now, he's consistently performed over and over again. He's got a fantastic attitude, number one. He's a likable guy, number two. That contributes to being a successful leader and getting people to follow you. He's innovative. He's on board with every task that we throw at him. He never says no, and he smiles and moves forward. I don't know what else to say about that, but that is the epitome of what we're looking at in a Hawks coat as far as I'm concerned. And I appreciate having him on our team, and I know he'll continue to do the rest through this very busy season we're about to have upon us. So thank you very much, Miguel. Great job. I hope you're very, very surprised. We wanted you to be. And hope you have a great day. Okay? Thank you. All right.
Congratulations.
All right, before we get to the milestone anniversaries, let's raffle off a couple of additional prizes. So get your tickets out. We have next the Tailgater Tough. This is a speaker that you can use for parties throughout the summer, and maybe in your departments, if that's okay. And the winner is 607-082-082. All right, Mr. Moreno.
I thought you were going to put it in my backyard. Oh, I can take it there too. Thank you. Nice. Woo!
All right, and the next prize is a JBL wireless headphone. And the winner is 607-09-8.
I promise. Confirm that. Yeah. He wins like every. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Confirm. Confirm.
Every time, Evan. All right, so we're now going to recognize our 5-year increment anniversaries. So these are our milestone anniversaries. For every 5 years that you are here, we're going to give you $150 in cash. In addition, during this quarterly recognition, in these envelopes that I have, in the envelope is the cash, but also is your milestone anniversary pin. So make sure you dig into that envelope, get that pin, and get it attached to your badge. There we go. And our first winner of 35 years is Salvador Alvarado. Salvador here? No? Okay. Well, congratulations, Salvador. We'll have that for you. Our 15-year anniversary, Martin Cervantes. Martin. Congratulations, Martin.
Thanks, Martin.
And another 15 years, Jose Gutierrez. Congratulations, Jose. Matthew Rogers coming in with 10 years. All right, congratulations, Matthew. And another 10 years, Osiris Cortez. I saw Osiris, where are you? There he is. We'll get another 10 years from you, Osiris.
Congrats, Osiris, 10 years, man.
We have 5 years, Sonia Amaya.
Congrats, Sonia.
Congratulations, Sonia. We'll see you up here for another 15.
Congratulations.
Also with 5 years, Georgie Caliando from our swim team. And another 5 years, Andrew Guthrie. Andrew. Andrew? All right, congratulations, Andrew. And for 5 years, Mr. Gideon Harris. Come on up. I like the dance, Gideon.
I heard Gideon started the day that COVID shut down, right? Was that?
Gideon started on COVID shutdown day?
March 17th,
Nice. Congratulations. And 5 years, Miss Sarah Costello. Hey, Sarah.
Congrats, Sarah.
Thank you. Congratulations.
5 years. Love it. Thank you.
Congratulations, Sarah. All right, we have one more raffle prize. It is our grand prize, a 50-inch flat screen TV. And fortunately, Evan has already won something. And the winner is 607954. 95.
He's got a trophy. I should take it too.
All right, we can pick that up.
Yeah.
All right, Evan wants us to go back for the headphones. Got a guy.
Everyone make us feel bad.
And 607951 951.
Thank you, Evan. Right?
You guys can share, because sharing is caring. All right, that is our show for today. We wanted to take a group photo. So if everyone can just help out by cleaning up your tables, and then we're going to meet downstairs in the turnabout for the group photo. Thanks for coming, everyone.
All right.